first thing you want to do when you're learning astral projection is get super good at meditating. I recommend meditating at least an hour every night. If that's too much for you, you can start out small, just do 10 minutes a day. The best time for me is at night, right before I'm going to sleep. I lay down in my bed and listen to a guided meditation. You can go on YouTube and find this just by simply typing in guided meditation. You can specify which kind of guided meditation you'd like to listen to. There's anything you can imagine. Guided meditation to go to astral project, so that's the one you should probably be listening to. So then, once you're in the meditative state and you can easily slip into that trance where your mind is totally clear, then you're ready to astral project. So the first thing you do in that state is you start to visualize. My favorite way to get ready for an astral projection is to visualize my chakras opening up. So I start with the first chakra, which is the root chakra. If you're not aware of the chakra systems, you can Google that. You can find pictures and lots of info on that on the web. So I go through each chakra center and I send love and healing energy, expanding energy to each energy center. And once I'm fully opened up and balanced out, and then I surround myself with a golden or white light. I picture a bubble of white light just encapsulating me and totally purifying my spirit, bringing me in tune with the angels and with the highest frequency possible. Because when you astral project, you're going to end up on whatever frequency reality that you are in tune with. And so I like to prepare myself and know that I won't even try to astral project if I'm having a bad day and I'm in a fear mindset or just in a negative way of thinking. Do not astral project then. It's like a dream. You'll attract, you'll manifest thought forms of fear. So you'll see demons and all sorts of messed up stuff. And so that's why it's really, really important to do inner child work and heal your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind makes up 90% of your mind. And so once you are in the fifth dimension, which is where you go when you astral project, you're actually in the fourth dimension, sorry. You can go to the fourth, the fifth, depends on how high your frequency is, really, because that's all it is. You're shifting out of this third dimension, which is at a low frequency compared to the fourth, the fifth, and then it just gets higher and higher as you go up. And so once you are balanced and on the right frequency, then I start to visualize getting out of your bed and walking around your room. Notice all the details of your room. Feel the carpet beneath your feet. You can notice the smells, smell a candle, or just touch your walls and look at your ceiling and just really get the feel for your being in your room. Sorry for all these cars passing by. It's messing with the audio. So once you are in that dream state where you're half dreaming basically, because your visualizations are so clear, it's as if you're dreaming but you're still conscious, then you know you're getting pretty close to astral projection. So then, once you're done doing that, you can do that for 20 minutes to an hour. In the beginning, when you're first learning this, it's going to take time, so you're going to be dedication. So now that you visualized, now just totally relax. Now let go, stop visualizing, just let your mind go blank, and just put the intention out that you are going to astral project. Consciously watch your body fall asleep. Now be prepared for your body to fall asleep. You're gonna feel the body, the energetic body start to awaken, and the physical body will fall asleep, and this will feel like weights are being laid onto you. Like it could start out in your legs, and it will feel just like someone's laying down a heavy blanket just over different parts of your body until your whole body is completely heavy. And some people experience sleep paralysis. Like, so that's what you'll experience. I never really experienced that, so I don't know. But one thing I did notice is that when you first start practicing these things, it's pretty intense. Like the phasing out period, you'll feel these phasing symptoms way more intense than once you get more accustomed to tuning out and into the other reality. Then it's more like just in this, it just happens and you don't feel any of those symptoms. So some of the symptoms that I'm talking about, I should probably tell you. Okay, so sleep paralysis is one, and then the other one. So once you've intended to astral project, you're going to your body will fall asleep, and then you'll just lay there, and your consciousness is just going to watch all of this happen. So what happens now is you'll start feeling the vibration state, they call it, because it literally feels like your bed is shaking, like someone is at the base of your bed just shaking your bed like insanely. At least for me, that's how it was for the first few months of doing this. It was intense, and I even got the vibrations during the day. If you're raising your frequency just in general, and you're gonna feel it during the day just sitting there, like if you're in a constant meditative state of mind like I was, then you'll feel that, and you have to become super aware, because what astral projection is ultimately is you are expanding your awareness. Your consciousness is literally overflowing into the dream state where you used to be unconscious. You are now becoming conscious. So I recommend during like your waking life just becoming more aware of all the sounds, all the feelings, sensations, all these things, because that is expanding your consciousness. Become aware of your thoughts, become aware of what you attract into your reality, and yeah, that's one way to prepare yourself. And so yes, then you'll see flashes of light. At least for me, I would see, it literally looked like my eyes were opening in a dark room, and it was like going like this over and over, like flickering, like as if my eyes were opening and closing. And that was my third eye opening up. Oh, I forgot to mention, when you're meditating on your chakras and you get to your third eye chakra, which is right here, this is the one you really need to open up to be able to astral project. Meditate. When you get to that point, meditate on a white light of infinite wisdom pouring in and flooding your pineal gland, which is in the center of your brain, and that will open up your vision and sense for this other dimension. And you might even start seeing auras and energy in the air and all sorts of interesting things once your third eye is open. So yeah, you'll see flashes of light, and then what else? Okay, then the vibration state might start freaking you out in your heart. You'll even experience maybe your first time trying this, what happened to me was I felt my hands start lifting out of my body, and my head started lifting up, like slowly rising up out of the bed as if I was sitting up, and my heart just felt like it was racing, like, because I was so excited knowing that I was going to be free from this body, this earthly heavy place, and in this lightness, because what it feels like your air, you feel electric. That's how it felt. All of a sudden, when my head was lifted out and my hand was lifted out, and I was in the astral for the first time, it felt like I could feel every cell in my body as a little vibrating electric light, just like electrified. I was electrified, and my heart started pounding like the fastest. It wasn't even possible for a human heart to beat that fast. So I researched this and later found out that it was my energetic body's heart racing because it was so excited to be able to get out of the body for the first time. So, well, consciously. And also I was raising my frequency up to a level I've never experienced. I was just, it felt like air. So yeah, that's one thing. Just when that starts happening, you see yourself getting really excited, just remind yourself to relax, because if you get too excited, you won't come out of body. And for me, it took 2 weeks of consciously meditating an hour, doing binaural beats, guided meditations, for me to have my first astral projection experience. And I also was like fasting from any processed foods, eating only whole organic food, mostly raw, a lot of raw organic juice, and probiotics like kimchi and kombucha, and I was drinking lavender tea, and instead of coffee, chai tea. You want to limit your caffeine, and I wasn't drinking any alcohol or smoking any weed, doing any kind of drugs, so that helps raise your frequency to be able to do this. And so yeah, then you'll start lifting out of your body. Just once you tell yourself to relax, and you're just completely relaxed and surrender to the experience and just observe it instead of letting your emotions or coming back to your senses. Like, stay out of, think of it like you're looking at the situation in your peripheral vision, like you're on the outside looking in. Visualize being like your awareness is filling the whole room instead of your awareness being stuck in your mind. It's literally, you are aware of everything going on in the room as if your peripheral vision. And that's the same way you see with your third eye. If you want to get into seeing auras, that's how you see auras, is you use your peripheral vision. So maybe I'll do a video on that soon. Yeah, so then you'll pop out of your body. Like, you'll just, once you're surrendered, it's just, all of a sudden you'll just be floating over your body, or you'll just be standing in your room. Some people will just appear in a whole nother reality. Some people fall out of their bed downwards. Like, it's however your energy feels the best way to come out. And for me, the first time I hovered over my body, and just my intention had been for 2 weeks to, as soon as I got out, to go to my room and practice flying. So I immediately just knew, like, had laser focus. It was so amazing what I was going to do. I just hovered out of my body, had no fear. You can't have any fear in this state. You have to be totally in a state of allowance and acceptance. And so I floated out of my body and hovered to my window and went right. I go, here we go. And I just stuck my head right through the window and floated up to the roof. And I was out of body for, it felt like 20 minutes. It could have been, yeah, so that was really interesting. And I hope this video was informative, and that you will astral project soon, because I truly believe it's one of the most amazing things you can experience in this life, and amazing in astral projection is the key to everything, in my opinion. It's the key to time travel, it's the key to speaking with your spirit guides, with your angels, to connecting with everything, you to traveling the world, to just, you can do anything. Anything is possible there. It's instant manifestation. So once you're there, you think, oh, go of 2 feet in front of me, all of a sudden you're 2 feet in front of you. Like, and you have to consciously be aware of your thoughts, like, just like it opens you up to the reality in which we really live in, which is your thoughts create your experiences. There, it's instant. Here, we have a time delay so that we don't hurt ourselves, because we live in a physical reality. There, it's snap of your fingers. You want to go to the moon? You think of the moon, you fly to the moon. You want to, I don't know, go to the center of the earth? You can do that. You gotta practice, and see, once you get there and your first time, you'll see where you're at. And it's, for most people, for me at least, I felt like a baby being born for the first time and taking my first steps. Like, I didn't know how to fly. I would fly up, but then as soon as I would lose sight of where I was going, I would start free falling. And then I would consciously have to tell myself, don't fall, hover, 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 and you get better and better at it, but it takes practice. And so some people have no trouble flying their first time. It's like second nature to them. So check it out. Comment below, tell me your experience, and I hope you have